Hello fellow investors, my name's Russell Markham and I'm the Director of Marketing for Asia Pacific VectorVest. Now it's my pleasure to share with you the Midas touch technique tonight. Now first and foremost, before we do anything at VectorVest, we advocate that you know what the market is doing. We believe in buying rising shares in a rising market. The first thing to do is to click on the Graphs tab, and within the Graphs tab we have a market timing system. Now here's the arithmetic average of all the shares that we track in VectorVest for Australia, and we have numerous market timing signals that you can apply. If you need to know more about these, please take out a 5-week trial. We have plenty of great training information on many of our timing systems. Now, the one I'm going to concentrate on tonight is the one called the DEW. This is designed for those of you that are playing the momentum of the market, and hence the Midas touch is looking at the momentum of the market. So I've chosen a timing signal that's going to focus on the short-term momentum in the market, that being DEW. Now the most recent entry to exit date was the 8th of April right through to the 20th of April. And what's interesting is one more entry signals just taking place on the 24th of April. Now I don't have an exit point for that, so the most recent set, of course, there being the 8th right through until the 20th of April. Right, so we've got our entry signal. So this is looking at short-term price momentum taking place in the market. Here's a short-term move to the upside. How can we capitalize on that short-term play in the market? So first thing first, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on Viewers, and within Viewers, down on Watch Lists here, I have this folder here called Cherry Picking. Under that folder there is Midas Touch Stocks. Now on the 8th of April 2015, here are our top Midas touch stocks. Now just to set the scene very quickly, if I was just to simply grab the top 5 from the 8th of April, and I'll test it right through until the 20th of April where we get the DEW signal to the downside. So if I change this here to the DEW, you'll see there's the red exit signal, and I'll run that test. You'll see that you did pretty well. Some pretty good returns. Yes, it's only a very short time period, but if you'd made those types of returns in a very few number of trading days, that only being 9 trading days, you would have done quite well for yourself. If I close out of here, how did I find these shares? How did these shares come to the top of the list? Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to graph the top 5. So I'll load up the top 5 shares to begin with, and then I'll work through the components of the Midas touch. Now you'll see on here at the moment I've got the Midas touch stock technique loaded up. Rule number 1 is to set the date such that it's no more than 3 months. Now we had the entry signal on the 8th of April. So if I move it through to the 8th of April, that's all you would have seen. There's the share price of this given stock on the 8th of April. That's all you would have seen. But I'm using this Midas touch technique. Let me share with you, it's just as simple as this. All you have to do is make sure that all 3 of these lines are hitting a 3-month high. So let me explain what these lines mean. So let's turn them off to begin with. Here's the share price. Alright, so first and foremost, let me put on this line here called the stop. This is a 13-week moving average of the share price adjusted for the fundamentals of the company. Shares where the fundamentals are improving, as well as the share price continuing to move up higher, will have a stop price that continues to move up higher. What we're saying is that this is our line in the sand. Should a share price fall through the stop, you need to have a good reason as to why you want to continue to hold on to the share. So what we've done is we've taken the stop line. We want to find stop lines that are moving up nicely because it means the fundamentals as well as the share price on average is moving up nicely too. And we've applied a 10 and a 65-day moving average on that stop. This helps us identify both the short-term and the longer-term trend of that stop. Right, so if you're seeing this taking place, chances are the share price on average is going up nicely. Let me turn these 2 off. Next one I want to concentrate on is an indicator called relative timing. This is short-term price momentum. And what this indicator here is helping us identify is the short-term price momentum of the stock. So on average, if the short-term price momentum is moving up and continuing to power up nicely, so too will this drive the short-term trend of the share. Now put them all together, the moving average on the stops as well as the short-term price momentum moving average, and we apply a 40-day moving average to that. So if I turn that off, all we're looking for now is all 3 of these lines hitting a 3-month high. It's as simple as that. So if I go back now to the 8th of April, We run it through until the 20th of April. So here we are. I think there we are, 15. Move it a bit more. Where's the 20th? There it is. So if you bought in the share at $6.40, it would have gone all the way up to $6.67. That's where you got your exit signal. If I put it on our timing, here it is, the DEW. There's the entry. There's the exit. Nice little return. Move to the next one. Okay, all three of these were hitting a 3-month high. There's the entry at 462 and the exit at, what was that? Let's put our line on here, at 487. Not a bad little return on that one either. Next one across, you get the idea. Here's the next one, 58.50. Exit coming in here at 58.82. Keep going to the next one. Here we are, 401, and the exit at 410. And the last one here, entry at $1.31, exit at $1.32. Okay, so it pulled back, but it came back up again. Now, this is picking up short-term momentum. And if I was to simply go and grab those top 5 again, if you simply look, those were 9 trading days that you held the shares for. If you look at the annualized returns of some of these stocks, some pretty impressive returns for very short amount of holding time. Right, so that's using the Midas touch technique. Now, a few of you might be saying, well, what would have happened from here? Here was a really explosive breakout on the 21st of Jan, all the way through until the 11th of March. Well, I can assure you, if you use the Midas touch technique, you certainly would have found some very explosive stocks. So if I was to click again, if I was to move right through now to the 21st of January, move it back, here we are, 21 Jan, there's a DEW entry signal. I'll fire that up. Here are those shares. Let's grab, in fact, before we can have a look at the quick graphs here. So I'll move it back to 21 January. So let's pull it back to the 21st of January to 15. So here we are, 21 Jan. Let's put it onto the 3-month time period. So I need to pull it back to line up the 21st of Jan. Let's say that's all you could see. Right, that's all you could see as of that point in time. All 3 of these hitting a 3-month high. There's the share price. If I was to move that on a little bit further, look at that. It picked up the short-term breakout there. Look at this. This one continued to power on. So if I put on those DEW timing signals, right, so there was that entry. Where did it run till? Ran all the way till here. Nice little breakout. Next one, right, all the way from here, all the way to there. So you get the idea. Just a quick fast track it for you. If I was to grab, let's say, the top 10, let's pick up the top 10 here. Here we are, and fire up the top 10. Run that from 21 January through to the 11th of March. So if I fire up the 11th of March, here it is. 11th of March, remember we're using the DEW timing signal here. So here we are. There's that red exit signal. Push OK. I'll run the test. Here we are. Some very explosive breakouts. 1 or 2 that didn't move too much, but on average, you certainly did pretty well. On average, if you look at it, the returns there were pretty impressive. You know, if you look at some of those annualized returns, some nice returns that took place. So that's the Midas touch technique. If you're interested in finding out more, take out a 5-week trial, see what VectorVest is all about. We've been in this market now for over 26 years. We believe that we provide the best market guidance at the best price available anywhere. Find out more, take out a 5-week trial, and look forward to giving you many more training sessions. You'll see here we've got a VectorVest University, we've got a training tab. There's so much more to VectorVest than simply what I've shown you today. Thanks again for your time.